found out about these ticket packages today myself. I was like, I didn't know any of that.
If someone said, hey, man, this is the gold package, and then our next tier be like, silver.
Yeah. All they say is, "Hey, would you like to bring someone? We'll give you a +1." We're doing the show, so I know very little about the ticket packages, so to speak. But I do know they're selling fast. Everything's going to be live that night. The Daily Mix show will be live. Then we'll come on after that. All the sound effects, all the music. I know you guys are practicing tonight to get a little.
I am not.
You're not practicing.
I am not a part of this. No. It's no originals.
You're not even doing one song?
I don't think so, man. I mean, if they call me up, I will, but I need to know what it is, because talking to Castle today is like, look, man, we got to bang some of these things out. And as he and I were discussing, most of these yacht rock bands, and we've said this before, are made up of studio musicians. So it's not the guy shredding in his garage. I mean, this is some guy that went to MIT to study music. And I said, so, because we did sailing a couple of years ago for Christopher Cross. In theory, it sounds easy. It is not. But I said, man, basically, as he says, I'm a high school dropout, and I'm learning PhD music.
Oh, no one else sounds like Steely Dan. I know they don't consider themselves a yacht rock band. I know Donald Fagen would freak the hell out if he said that to his face.
But they are.
And he has freaked out people.
They're the grandfather of yacht rock. But playing that stuff is hard, man.
Yeah. Without question.
They're good musicians.
Everything live on stage. Hopefully you can join us. Again, that's Friday the 13th. Coming up here in just a few weeks here. Live night, Yachty and Naughty. All right, our question today. We head to San Bernardino, California. A man is desperate to find his missing pet tortoise. Dolly, the tortoise, escaped from her enclosure on Thursday. She was last seen on 7th Street and L Street. Well, if you saw the damn thing.
It's now on 8th Street and L Street.
Exactly. The sulcata tortoise is only about 3 years old. The species, by the way, can live up to be 130. So Dolly is technically still a baby. Her owner says Dolly is about the size of a cat. He says he's looked everywhere within a few miles of his home, put up posters, posted online, called animal shelters. So far, no sign of Dolly. Now he's hoping to expand his search. She was able to push part of the gate forward and create a big hole. Enough for her to be able to get through. So I don't know how she got out. But
I'm saying someone stole
her. Dolly's owner's name is Cactus Bash.
Cactus
For
Bash.
real?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want her found so much. I miss my baby girl. I want to make sure she's safe. I think that's how people in California say that. I'm worried about her. Bash asks that if you spot his tortoise or have any information on his whereabouts, please contact him. He's got an Instagram post there.
One of two things I would tell Cactus Bash: she's either very close to home or someone stole her ass.
Now, do they bite you or anything like that? You got
Depends on the.
Well, this is a tortoise, not a turtle.
Right. But look, I don't know enough for me to approach it from the front.
I mean, could you pet the thing on the head and be fine?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
That's the thing, because Maryland had snapping turtles, right?
Correct.
Yeah, and those things, their neck is like 3 feet long. You don't realize that until they can snap at you. And being that I can't look at a tortoise and identify what kind it is, it's not messing with it.
Our question: what's the story you'll always tell about a pet? 206-803-ROCK.
That might be the biggest bitch statement I've ever made. I don't mess with turtles, man.
Well, you're not going to have it your entire life. You're going to have to pass that on to somebody.
Who wants it?
That's what I'm saying.
Who wants
it? But you're right, though. Some of those snapping turtles, like, we used to fish in this pond by my house, right?
Yeah.
They called it a lake. They built the metro and they had to build like something else. Yeah. But same thing, man. You'd get them on those lines and then trying to get a fishing hook out of a snapping turtle.
You got to cut it.
Yeah, it was like impossible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they don't make it easy.
And like you said, you have no idea how far those necks jet out and how far away you can hold it in front of you. That damn thing could still bite your nose.
That's what I'm saying. Approach it from behind. And this is turtles, man. I just don't know.
Yeah.
But you're right. All right, so I got myself a turtle. It's 3 years old. It has another 127 years of life.
That'd be a tortoise.
Which one of my kids is going to get this? Because they'd fight not to. I guarantee it. If I say, hey, guys, I'm getting up there in age. I'm going to leave old Dolly to one of you. I guarantee they'd be like, look, you don't give me any money. Just don't give me the turtle.
Like, what do you do with it? Did they cuddle up to you? I know they eat lettuce. What else do you do with these things?
To me, for something
does it walk across your living room? I mean, where does it take it?
Like I said, when I was a kid, there was always turtles around, right? I mean, that's why University of Maryland's the terrapins. So, like, sometimes you'd find them in the street. They were just like little box turtles.
Yeah.
You'd take them home. You'd put them in a box in your backyard with lettuce, and after a day or two, he'd knock it over, and he'd be gone in the morning.
But that's all. I mean, you have this thing for the rest of your life. And like I said, a dog, I get you call your dog comes over. The dog snuggles, the dog does things. Cats, if they like you, they're going to treat you well. Turtle, I'm like, bro, it's a turtle, and like you have this thing, you are responsible.
Did you put it up
for
on the couch? I mean, what goes down?
They kind of stink, don't they? My
I don't know.
understanding is if
I
you
don't know.
have a terrarium
They
with
look,
a turtle,
to me they look like a dinosaur.
they basically do. I mean, it's not like it's going to play catch, and even if it does, you don't have the time.
I want to say that is the second longest living species on Earth.
Behind what, the whale shark?
The
Greenland shark.
Greenland shark. Right.
They just found one that's like 400 years old or 300.
Yeah, so like 375 years old.
The only time I've seen a pet tortoise in action,
Doing what?
there was a guy that used to bring one to Summer Meltdown.
All right.
And you'd see him out there walking it, but like,
He walks the tortoise.
yeah, like when the first day I remember pulling up and we were getting stuff out of our car. This is before I started renting an RV, and like you could walk down to your car and come back, and that guy would still be kind of walking towards the gate.
Yes.
Well, I don't know if I want to be on.
That doesn't sound fun.
But it seemed like by day 3 he might come by.
If I'm on substances and I see that thing, I'm going to lose my goddamn mind.
this quarter's so slow.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy right here. What's the story you'll always tell about a pet? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Amanda. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
All right. So my story, I got a little Shih Tzu Yorkie mix, and a couple years ago, one summer, my husband, then boyfriend, sister-in-law, and brother-in-law decided to go down to the river to hang out. Well, we bring my dog, and we're only ones down by the river, so we're hanging out in the water, having a couple beers. My dog's just wandering around. Next thing I know, she comes down by us, and I'm like, what did you get into? You're filthy. Well, go down to grab her, and all of a sudden we smell shit.
Gee, hang on.
Once again,
Tongue break.
bedroom colors, here are the 7 words you can't say on the radio. Sucker, mother, and please keep those words in mind when calling. Now, back to the program.
It was one of those where in the screening process, she said it so nonchalantly. Even though I told her don't swear, I was like, she doesn't think that that's a swear word.
You know what's going to happen.
The S word is a swear word, folks.
Yeah, so Amanda,
Don't
no more
curse.
brown words. I'm sure that's exactly what you said in a moment. But for radio purposes, some poop smelled like poop.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
Some poop. You're all right. So she, smelled like it. So we walk up to where she was hanging out. And sure enough, there's toilet paper,
Oh, man.
human poop. Yep.
Why is it always human?
See, that to me, that's the worst poop. I don't care.
Yes.
I mean, it really is. Like,
Because it's unforgivable. I'm like, I understand that a bear craps in the woods. There's even a saying.
yeah, but
about
bears don't eat McDonald's, dude.
Right. And then a person,
they
like,
would.
dude, you just pooped outside and now your dog rolls around in it. Okay, same question to you that we had for a caller with a similar situation. Did you give it a haircut?
A haircut. Luckily, my husband was nice enough to try to rinse her off in the river.
Nope.
But then, huh?
That's it. No. I mean, like, you're getting a haircut.
just
man.
not gonna cut it.
You roll and poop, you're getting a haircut. That's a guarantee.
Yeah, we should have for sure.
Do you like
But the
Ewoks?
worst-
And I ask this only because your dog looks like an Ewok. That particular, yeah. Thought so.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, my sister's got 2 of them.
Those Ewok-looking dogs. I mean, they just straight up look like Ewoks. So
They
I'm
do.
like, if you have those dogs, you must like Ewoks, right? Because it's just a 2-legged version.
Are they decent? Like sometimes small dogs are
They don't
just
even look real.
yappy.
They
They're
look
just-
like the
they're-
stuffed animal you get your kid kind
You can
of.
put it on your shoulder like a parrot.
But to Ted's thing, are they yappy? That's always my assumption
not
with
hers.
small dogs.
No,
Really?
Hers were not very vocal.
Okay.
And if they are, there's not enough there substance really to be.
It's
loud.
just that, hi,
Yeah,
hi,
exactly. What is the story you'll always tell about a pet? 206-803-ROCK.
I will say again, I dated a girl that had not a Pomeranian. It starts with a P. It's a little tiny dog.
But not a Pomeranian.
No, it was made for French kings. Somebody will text it in. But same thing. They have like longer hair, but it was only 7 or 8 pounds. But that hair was such a problem. So
Yeah.
the same thing. Like if he was wet, you had to like dry him off and stuff. And then he was always, if he had stomach issues, he was getting poo all over those long hairs.
That's the problem, man. You look around the ass of any long-haired dog, there's evidence that they're regular. And I like dogs, I do. But for a pet, I would never get a long-haired
Yeah.
dog.
My
Now
daughter-
that I've said that, I probably curse myself. But my goal is to never have a long-haired
My
dog.
sister's Italian, so guess what she named these 2 dogs?
Let me guess. Vincent and Anthony.
Close. Rocco
Okay.
and Cannoli.
Jeez, do you have to?
I don't know.
I mean, what is
Rocco
it?
and
Hey, Rocco. This dog is 4 pounds.
And you named it Rocco.
Yeah. That's
all right.
Rocco right there for sure. What's the story you'll always tell about a pet? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello,
Papillon.
Justin. Papillon, yes, just came in. Hello, Justin. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
So speaking of long-haired dogs, I've got a Malamute. I don't know if you ever spent much time with Malamutes, but they do whatever they want. So when I was got her, she's about a year old. We were in Alaska. Me and my girlfriend at the time were going on a hike, and she was off leash because we did that all the time up there. And of course, she spots a porcupine and starts chasing after it. And my girlfriend's like, "Step between them." I'm like, "Nope, I'm not going to do that." So, of course, she gets quilled, and we hear her screaming and whatever. And we've got her hike 2 miles back to the car. And in the meantime, she jumps in a mud puddle after she's got quills in her face, because I guess that made her feel better. And the only vet that was open was a 2-hour drive. So we had to drive for 2 hours. You're not supposed to pull the quills out because it could hurt them. So I'm holding her head up for a 2-hour drive with this muddy dog that's screaming at me with the quills. And the best part was she hasn't learned. She's been quilled several more times since then.
Jesus Christ. So, like, she gets quilled by a porcupine, it's still like, it'll be different this time.
I think so, yeah. She goes after, not anymore, we don't live here now, there's no porcupines, but up there all the time, yeah.
And the porcupines, they don't have to be bitten, right? They can kind of spray a couple quills in your direction?
They have to make contact, so they always go for the butt, and so her face was all covered.
I have never seen a porcupine in the wild.
I have
You'd
once,
think in West
but-
Virginia growing up there, they've got them. It's just like one of those things I've never seen.
How many quills did they have to pull out of your dog's face on each of the occasions you've had to go to the vet?
Probably 25 or 30. One of them was in her throat, so if we would have pulled that, it would have been bad. So they completely missed her eyes, but that was a lot of quills and a very angry dog. They didn't learn her lesson.
You sound like you have a complete lack of sympathy at this point. Like,
Did the dog seem like it was in pain?
No, she seemed like she was mad and wanted to go get the porcupine still. So,
Oh, nice.
But you couldn't. You can't physically pull those things out yourself, can you?
you can, but they're barbed, so it could get stuck and then they can get infected. So you're supposed to take them to a vet. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. I'm sure they've seen everything.
Leads me to wonder then, what does the vet do?
Yeah. What's the
it's
technique?
still barbed. All right. What is the technique to remove it?
I don't know, but I know for a fact that when my wife was working up in the VCA, someone brought in a dog that had gotten into a porcupine.
Yeah.
They left. They left the dog. They left the dog in the lobby.
Like they did not come back.
They did not come back. I think they found out the price of getting all those quills out of there.
For real, man.
They left the dog in there. The dog was just it was a dog just covered in quills sitting in the lobby by itself. Now this happens more than you believe. I mean, honest to God, it was God, it seemed like every couple
And I
of
think
months.
it's all cost related essentially.
Just whatever the situation is, once people figure out how much money this is going to be. A lot of people just don't have that kind of cash on hand or have that extra money.
Sure.
Because sometimes you're talking like over $1,000. Like it's like Josh said, he spent $600 last week.
Right.
Who knows
He's
what the
been
hell he
the dog
did?
dog.
But at the same point in time, you walk out there and there's just a dog in the lobby, and there's a car pulling out. It's gone.
Yeah, well, I told you, I had a guy, just a dude I knew, not even a friend. I won't go through his whole story again, but how much he loved his dog, Angel. Had this dog for so many years, accidentally backed over at the driveway. Fast forward, gets it to the vet. And as he's telling me the story, he's all teary-eyed and everything, but he's just like, man, I love that dog. And but they could save her life, and it was like, I don't know, like $12,000 or something like that. He said, but then the doctor added right after that, or we can euthanize her for like $400. He's like, it was hard to say goodbye. I'm like, well, it wasn't that hard,
hard to
brother.
say goodbye.
That was a financial decision. Yeah.
What's the story you'll always tell about your pet? 206-803-ROCK.
And we can only do that with pets. You realize that, right? Like you take your parents to like a nursing home and they're like, well, this is what it is a month. Like,
Put her down.
Ooh, hey, yeah, you
Can't
know what,
afford
man? I can't, I'm not swinging it. Let's go ahead and take them out. Hello, Brian. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, hola!
Hola!
Yeah, so I'm a Labrador fan. I own a towing company down here in Tacoma, Washington. And my dog comes to work with me every day. People love him. He hangs out in the office. He shows you where your car is in the yard. And people actually think he knows the difference between their car and the other cars. He's just wandering through the yard. So I'm there one Saturday working on a truck. and he's just out playing in the yard, wandering around, and comes time to leave, and I holler for him, and he comes running up the yard. Well, he was yellow, and he had found a car that had been rear-ended by a semi, and there was a box of Cheez-Its in the spare tire well. Well, the spare tire well was full of coolant and diesel motor oil that was just black as could be. You know, it's like tar. And I look at him, and I'm like, oh, crap. And this is probably a Dawn 4x grease commercial, because that was the only thing. I tried hand cleaner and other dish soap and stuff that we had, and I couldn't clean this dog up. And I went to the local grocery store, bought a bottle of Dawn 4x grease, and it's the cleanest the dog had ever been.
Really? So the Dawn, it really does do it.
Yeah, that's what they do when they have an oil spill, right?
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, that's what they put on the ducts at the oil spill there, Exxon Valdez kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to say they stumbled on that by accident. It may have been Exxon Valdez, but a massive oil spill, all these ducks and all these other animals show up. And it's not that they thought, hey, let's use Dawn. They had other chemicals or solutions. Nothing worked. Somebody just broke the Dawn out. And they're like, hey, guys, seriously, like, this works. And Dawn has latched onto that ever since, in case you not just dirty dishes, but oil-covered animals.
Well, we get it all over us, and it works better than hand cleaner and solvents and everything else for us as well. So,
Dude, I told you, my buddy that's a fireman, he swears that in a firehouse, like, it's got to be Blue Dawn.
Really?
Like, you'll never see another soap.
Why is that?
Just because it works
I think
that well?
it just works that well.
Okay.
Damn.
What was the story you'll always tell about a pet? 206-803-ROCK.
Do you guys use it?
No.
I do, actually.
I do too.
Actually,
I don't know
we
if
have
it's
now is purple. I
Well,
think.
but
I don't know
does
if
it have
is.
to be Dawn? You couldn't get something else?
No,
Like,
apparently it's done. Like that.
I have
That's
the,
the
I have the
whole thing.
Meyer stuff.
I can't say it wouldn't work, but the whole thing, and this guy is saying the same thing. Like, look, man, we've run through a million different things for whatever reason. If it's oil and or grease and it is on fur, Dawn's the way to go.
Correct. And again, I don't know. Like, he just came over and then he's like, oh, it's all we have at the firehouse. And I was like, I just like it because it helps animals.
Yeah.
Get oil off them. But you're right. Like, I don't know as an adult that I've bought anything else.
No. Maybe they need to update their commercials because right now they got the two talking ducks. Right? And I always thought,
Cover
like,
one in oil.
who's the person that has oil covered ducks? But this guy, it is a dog. That seems a little more reasonable to say, hey, pets do stupid things, especially dogs. Dawn works on them too. In the meantime,
I'm
like,
sure there's other good brands. It just seems like Dawn is the one that legit, like, everybody like swears by. Like, you got to use it.
They can
man.
clean a duck. They can clean your
right,
dishes.
You can clean an oil covered animal. You can clean your dishes.
What is the story you'll always tell about your pet? 206